TNA Impact Wrestling's, whatever the fuck you want to call it, Sacrifice, is this Sunday. And normally we'd have at least one or two of these by now, but I haven't really been following TNA as of late. Honestly, its track record speaks for itself. Being a second-rate WCW and all, but as much as I joke about and bash TNA, these past few weeks has been actually pretty good. These shows have been really interesting. Some of the shows I've actually missed, and I'm like, wow, this actually happened? But yeah. So hopefully this card will kind of get us up to speed to what's going on. At least in my mind. First of all, the Knockouts Championship match between Gail Kim and Brooke Tessmacher. Brooke Adams, whatever the hell you want to call her. Honestly, if this was, say, a few years ago, Brooke would have been killed. Because she was just starting out. Now, since WWE didn't know what to do with her, she's really improved in the ring. Not just by looks, but by her actual wrestling ability. And honestly, it's been amazing to me how this has been going on. Not only beating Gail Kim not once, not twice, but 3 times, especially on the second night of the first ever Open Fight Night, which Open Fight Night in general was amazing. A really good show overall. And one of the first times I probably ever liked JB, Jeremy Borash, not Bieber, because fuck that idiot. But by the Eric Bischoff send-off, that was hilarious. That was brilliant. Everything on that show was brilliant. Some of it, it has moments because it's TNA, but still. But just because it's TNA does not mean it has its great moments over the past few weeks, leading up to Slammiversary next month. But that's another story for another time. The fact here is Brooke Tessmacher, for 4 weeks, has been winning. Most recently, her win tonight against Velvet Sky. And if anything, I would have said Gail Kim would have won this match because she's been unstoppable. She's been probably one of the longest reigns of all time. As a matter of fact, if my math is correct, she'd have 9 days into being the longest reigning knockout champion or champion in a long time. I think the longest reigning knockout champion was maybe in fact her. I'm not quite sure on that. But earlier today, Gail Kim tied the knot to Food Network star and celebrity chef Robert Irvine today. Was Irvine actually revealed on Twitter today as the wedding would be the surprise for Gail, and she had no knowledge of what was going on. So first of all, congratulations to them. But this means that this is a surprise wedding, meaning there will be a lot of planning going on, if not the majority of the planning has already been going on in general. So, with that being said, Gail's dropping of the title was actually shocking and imminent. So, with that being said, Brooke Tessmacher, I actually thought this would have been like an upset win or something, but now that's basically fucking spoilers. Because if you have a marriage, a wedding a few days away, and this is actually a few days before Gail's title defense. So, not only will the wedding go on, or the wedding will go after the pay-per-view, I don't fucking know. All I do know is a honeymoon's coming up. God forbid if she has a child and the whole Awesome Kong karma thing goes back again. That's another story for another time. But, the wedding's going to happen. Good for them. But that means Gail will have a lot of time off. And hopefully TNA actually does something with her when she comes back, unlike WWE with the whole implant thing a few years ago. And again, that's another story for another time. But seriously, Brooke Tessmacher will win. Point. Plain and simple. It's spoilers. I mean, it feels like spoilers. Because, and normally I'm fine with that, but that's ridiculous. I can't fault it, but it's kind of a shame because the Knockouts division is actually one of the things I actually give a shit about it on TNA. So now this is sad. I don't know what to say. I'm just gonna move on to AJ Styles and Kurt Angle. For months, there's been Kazarian, Daniels, and AJ with this whole thing that reminds you of Randy Savage and the whole Ric Flair, Mr. Perfect thing with saying Liz was mine and having the picture shown, potentially shown, which wasn't shown, which was never shown in general at WrestleMania 4, but the pictures of him and Elizabeth at the poolside, by the stable, everything, that storyline, that thing was brilliant for the day, and now it's technically being brought back. Like TNA rehashes things all the time, but it has its own little twist with AJ Styles not only fondling, but potentially making out, having sex with Dixie Carter. Almost said Dickie Carter. Basically, she's a whore, and running a company of a whore as your, I don't know what to say. It's stupid. AJ Styles is a hell of a competitor, and with this match coming up, Kurt Angle will easily dominate him. And with Kurt Angle backing out of the Olympics, which is, I mean, we all know he wasn't going to win anyway, but, you know, all the controversy with that, I'll get to that another time, but it's a whole big clusterfuck, and Kurt Angle's going to kill him. Plain and simple. With the X Division Championship, I would think it would be on the line, but apparently it's not. Bully Ray versus Austin Aries. And this kind of ties in with the whole Jason Parks and Abyss, where's Abyss? And with, ironically, Be a Star. With Bully Ray being, well, a bully. And Austin Aries being the one to speak out and go like only he can with the gift of the gab. And just take it to Bully Ray. Normally, I would say Austin Aries would win this match, but I kind of see this going on for a while, so I will say Bully Ray wins and potentially get the title shot, the X Division title, which technically has happened before with the X Division storyline with Bully Ray and the whole weight issue thing. So they can tie that in somehow. I don't fucking know. Television title match with Devon, Robbie E, and Rob Terry. And a television title ever since Open Fight has been defended every week. And for the past few weeks, Rob Terry and Robbie E have been getting title shots left and right. So this will probably squash the whole debacle. I hate Robbie E. I like Rob Terry somewhat, but this is a stupid thing for him and Robbie E to be paired up. So hopefully Devon wins this match. For the tag team titles, Joe and Magnus will face off against Daniel and Kazarian. Also with the Kazarian and I love how this all ties in. Daniels and Kazarian should have got the title shot Open Fight Night, but Hogan said give it to the Motor City. No, who was it? It wasn't the Guns. It was Anderson and Hardy, which is stupid. So an actual match will happen, and to be honest, I don't really know what's going to happen with this match. I'm just going to say, if I had to pick, I would say Daniels and Kazarian so they can do this win with AJ Styles even more, but I don't know. Which leads me to Jeff Hardy and Mr. Anderson. Now, with this going on, I really don't know who to pick. Actually, I know I do. Just fuck the druggie. Anderson's going to win. And for the world title, Robert Roode and RVD in a ladder match. They're making this really simple. Rob Van Dam has won a billion ladder matches, hardcore matches, Metal Mayhems, Steel Cage, you name it, he's done it. Robert Roode does not have that environment, and it's very plain and simple. The Selfish Generation will unfortunately come to an end this Sunday. And with that being said, only one fucking part for this? Are you serious? You know what they say. Shit happens, but so does TNA.